Hey guys and gals, Pat and Steve over here, Captain Steve over here, Felsmere Fishing Headquarters, and FL Big Bass Adventures. Do a quick fishing report, guys. Been talking to a lot of guys. It seems like it's starting to get a little bit busier now. You know, there's a few more people out there fishing now that the weather's it's gotten a lot better. I mean, it's nowhere near as hot as it's been. It's actually pretty comfortable right now. So. And the fishing's been really good. I mean, everybody I talked to has really been catching them. And I was going to talk to you about it because really there's no rhyme or reason. I mean, I can't seem to put anything together. You know, when I talk to all these guys and where they're catching them, how they're catching them, I can kind of get a pattern for when I go fishing or when I tell guys what to look for. But I talk to a lot of guys. Some guys are catching them deep. Some guys are catching them shallow. Some guys are catching them in open water on brush. A lot of guys are fishing really heavy vegetation, you know, punching. And so, you know, I don't know. I was telling the guys this morning, I mean, I really don't know what to tell. I mean, I can tell you right now, the north and the south pit, you know, are fishing really good. I've been talking to a lot of guys that have been getting them there, and they're, you know, some of the guys are catching them more shallow, some of them are catching them deeper. And again, some of them are concentrating on, like in that north pit, there's a couple of those humps out there that people like to fish. So I suggest the north pit and south pit, and you know, early in the morning fishing the shallow, and then kind of easing your way out into the pit. But
now,
what do you think?
You're talking headwaters.
Headwaters.
Yeah. So the reason that you have all of this mix of fish in different places, you got some things going on right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The days are getting shorter. All right. There's a lot of bait in these pits and stuff. And there's a lot of bait even up shallow right now. I've been running some shallower coves and stuff like that with 2.5 foot deep and catching really good fish on chatterbaits. But there's bait flying out all over the place around the hyacinths or the reeds or whatever like that. So you still have fish that are in a deep summer pattern, but you also have some fish that have transition shallow. But I always say this. Here in Florida, there's a certain percentage of fish, they live shallow.
Yeah.
I don't care what time of year it is. They're resident fish. They're living in 3 foot or less. And that's just where they're at.
Right.
And so on. Now, when you're talking about numbers, that's where the pattern thing comes in, where you're catching them deep on this or that. You're catching them shallow on this or that. And you're doing it consistently. There's your pattern. Where you know you have a certain amount of fish that have moved into an area, or you have a certain amount of fish that are still in that deep summer pattern that are still there,
right,
and so on. But I'm seeing a lot of schooling fish, not a lot of giant schooling fish, but 2 to 4 pound
typical
fish.
Schoolies, right?
Yes. So, and I mean they're chasing a lot of bait already. I can't wait till November and early December when they really get feeding up.
Yeah.
It's going to be like you know. Like a bunch of jack out there feeding, in the saltwater, man.
Sure.
I mean, it's just crazy how savage these bass are in headwaters. I mean, they're complete savages.
But and again, like you said, with the overabundance amount of bait, I mean, you know, the bait is just, and the same thing in Lake Garcia, the same thing in Blue Cypress. There's just so much bait.
Yeah.
Those threadfin shad are like, oh man, and stick marsh. Stick marsh is, I think, the worst. I mean, God Almighty, there's so much bait.
Yep.
So it's a really good time to be fishing right now.
Yeah. I had a trip today. We had 6 dozen shiners today. We were done with them 3 hours and 45 minutes. One guy.
Damn.
So caught a bunch of fish. No gigantic fish. No megatrons. But we had a great time. I had a great time watching him just pull on them and pull on them and pull on them. And every dead shiner we had got chewed on today.
Damn.
And was catching fish on dead ones today. So it was just one of them days, man. They were really biting good, and they have been for a while. So the shiner bite is absolutely fantastic. The moving water in between lakes. If you guys know of any water moving in between these lakes, you need to fish that current because that's huge right now. That's a big deal. You know, from Garcia into Stick Marsh. You know, from Headwaters into Stick Marsh, you know, things to that effect. But, you know, artificial wise, you know, I've already mentioned the chatterbait up shallow. We've been catching some like that. I had 2 guys yesterday. One of them was fishing a Cinco, 3/16, black and blue, and a swimming worm. And the other guy was throwing what I've been catching them on here lately is a Nico rig. the Nico rig is just outshining a standard straight Texas rig on my boat. I don't know why. It could just be the area that I'm fishing. I don't know if it's true for anybody else or if anybody else is even messing with it. But I'm using the Bass Assassin tap out worm, black and blue or purple and black, and just driving that nail into the head of it. But I'm hooking it two ways. I'm using a weedless wacky hook one way. Once I get tired of losing fish on that little bitty hook,
right,
I'll switch over and I will Texas rig that Nico rig. And I did a short video on that a while back. But you're actually using an EWG hook, like a 3/0, and you're Texas rigging the Nico rig, so you can use bigger line
I like it.
and a bait caster, and you don't have to use spinning gear and light line. So there's been a few places that I've been able to find the bottom's clean enough. I've been catching them on a Ned rig. Say what you want, but yeah, I've got the sissy stick out there. I'm waving it around and all this stuff.
Hey, it's effective. I watch
but then
it.
I'm bowed up.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You got to give it to them how they want it.
No,
you got to give it to them how they want it.
I'm with you. Desperate measure for desperate times.
Now, I did talk to some fellas out the other day that I know, good fellas, and they know who they are if they're watching this video. But they were jacking them on a frog. They were in 4 palms. All right, they were in 4 palms, and they were running the edges of 4 palms with a frog first thing in the morning, and they were catching them.
Yeah.
They were catching them. Said they had a couple really, really good fish. So, shout out to those guys for sharing the information. Really appreciate that. And that's what we try to do here. But man, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's coming. I just booked a trip sitting here right before this video.
Yeah,
man.
good.
I'm super
Good,
excited
good,
about it.
good. Yeah, it's getting to be a good time. Speaking of booking stuff, that's heads up, guys. I mean, it's gonna get busy quick this year. We're getting a lot of phone calls about guys that are going to come before January and February because it's tough to get bait in January and February.
Yeah.
So guys are getting real smart. They're going to start coming down. Next month, and so. Like I said, we've got obviously the best guide service that you could possibly find at FL Big Bass Adventures with Captain Steve and Captain Mike and Cecil and Kevin and all them boys and Dan. And anyway, look them guys up, man. Let's hurry and get booked with them because their counters are filling.
They are.
I've got a line on a lot of really cool places to stay right here in town, which consists of guest homes on big property, completely furnished, beautiful, great people, beautiful RVs that are on properties that are rented out, really affordable, as opposed to these hotels and motels and stuff that are in town. We really got we got a couple of Airbnbs in town now that I've got phone numbers for. So give us a call, and you might want to just start booking up, And I would probably come before, January and February. If y'all can make that happen, like I said, the bait's tough to get in February.
Yeah.
We're hoping that we're able to keep up this year, but just being realistic, guys. If you're fishing artificial, no worries. If you're fishing with one of our guides, you won't have to worry about getting bait either. They're guaranteed the bait. So, but just a heads up, it's gonna get good, guys. The fishing is really, really getting good. These lakes have been, they haven't been messed with for, I don't know, the last 4 or 5 months, really.
Yep.
You get, 6, 7, 10 trucks in the parking lot. That's not pressure.
No.
So these fish are going to be ready to scrap come wintertime, guys.
Oh, they're
spawning season.
Yeah, they're already getting pretty scrappy.
Yeah, and they're really
the
lakes are looking really healthy. We've got a really good amount of rain this year. The water's been filtered like crazy. St. John's does an amazing job at that, so the water looks really nice. The vegetation looks healthy. It's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, there's some stuff that died off there, a year or so ago. Some of it's starting to come back. I'm super excited about that. I've got some areas that I found some hydrilla that it was there and then it wasn't. But now I'm starting to see some short hydrilla coming back, which I love those. You got 4 foot of water and a hydrilla is that tall up off the bottom. Oh, come on, man.
Good stuff.
Come on.
Good stuff, baby.
You just stay bowed up in spots like that, man. I love it. But Man, hey, you guys, come down to see us. Give us a call. Give my main man Pat a shout.
Yeah, let's go.
Come in and see us.
Gonna be good.
There's always usually somebody here. We'll get you squared up on some maps if you're looking for some places to start and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Check us out, flbigbassadventures.com. Fellsmere Fishing Headquarters right here where we're at. And like I said, we're looking forward to seeing everybody, man. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I am ready.
Gonna be good.
I am
Gonna be good.
stoked up.
Yes, sir.
I am jazzed up. I've been at the gym all summer trying to get myself in shape so I can keep up with all you guys when y'all get down here, because y'all wore me out last year, boys.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait.
It's gonna be good, guys. Hey, give us a call if you need anything. 772-571-6491 or 772-539-1156 or FL Big Bass Adventures. I don't know how they get a hold of you, Stevie.
Yep, flbigbassadventures.com, or you can call my cell phone 812-734-6950, or if you got me on Facebook, you can send me a message over Messenger and I'll get back with you, and we'll make it happen. If I'm not available or Mike or somebody's not available, we have guys in the busy season that fish here. A couple of guys don't live here all the time, but they get down here super early. They get out, they put the work in. And of course, the guys that do live here, that work here, we all share.
That's right.
We all share information. So, you're going to be on some fish, you're going to be on some good fish. So, don't hesitate. Let's get it on.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking
See you
about.
guys.
See ya.